So guys, I have my bowl here and I'll go ahead and add 1 kilo of all-purpose flour. So I'll just go ahead and add it and so then I'll go ahead and add my salt, and actually I'm going to add all the dry ingredients to the flour, like the salt, the sugar, the baking powder and other dry ingredients that I need to add. So the first thing I add my salt, then I will add my baking powder, and I'm using 1 teaspoon, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to mix it very well. It is well incorporated into the flour. So after that, I'll go ahead and add my sugar, and I'm using brown sugar, and I'll add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and I'll go ahead and add half teaspoon of nutmeg, and then mix it very well. It is well incorporated. Then the next thing I'll add is my butter, and I'm using 250 grams of butter, and I leave it in a room temperature before using it. And with my clean hands, I will just go ahead and melt the butter, like mix the butter into the mixture of the flour that I have, or is well incorporated into the flour. Like so, as you can see, I'm just using my hand. You can see that the butter is well dissolved, and let me use what dissolve it to the flour. So I'll make a hole in the kind of a hole inside the flour, and then add my eggs, and I added 3 medium eggs, and I will also use my hand to work in the egg into the flour very well. So I transferred the mixture into a bigger bowl, because the bowl I used is kind of so small, so I just transfer it to a bigger bowl. Then I'll go ahead and add my liquid milk, and I'm adding it gradually. You can use dry milk if you have dry milk, but where I live, liquid milk is more common, so I'll just go ahead and add the liquid milk. This point I fast forward this so fast, that's why it looks so fast, because I need to fast forward this so that the video will not be too long. So as you can see, I'm just going to work in gradually until the dough is formed. And the dough I want to work with, not too soft, not too strong, it's just medium. So guys, as you can see, it's all formed. So this is the dough that I need. This is the one I really want. So this is the consistency of the dough I want, as you can see. So I'll just go ahead and press my hand into it. So as you can see, when I press my hand, it just bounce back immediately. So this is how your dough should look like. So I'll go ahead and transfer it to the smaller bowl and let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes before using it. So while that is resting, I'll just go ahead and prepare my sausage. So I have my blended sausage here. I didn't measure it. So the sausage I use already contains some ingredients like salt. So I'm not going to add salt, but I'm going to add other ingredients of my choice. I'll add my thyme, my curry, and some ginger, and I'm using powdered ginger, and also grounded black pepper, and a little, this Nigeria grounded pepper, that one that is very spicy, and I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon. And I also add white pepper. So those pepper is not that hot, that's why I add a Nigeria pepper. And also I'm going to use my DIY grounded onions and a drop of olive oil. My olive oil is almost finished, so I just have to manage the one I have at home. So I'll mix everything together till it's well mixed and everything is very incorporated. So what I will say, if you want to use your sausage, you have to read the ingredients, so you don't add salt, so it will not be too salty. So in my baking pan, I'll just go ahead and add a parchment paper. If you don't have a parchment paper, you can just rub a butter on the pan and then working. So this is my dough after some time that you have rested. You can see it's more soft than the first one. So in my working table, which is my working surface, I just go ahead and sprinkle some flour into it so that I don't end up sticking. And also I will also cut the dough into some pieces. I tried to cut it into equal parts, but it didn't work. So with my hand, I'm just going to flat it a little before using my rolling stick. So I will use my rolling stick to roll it smoothly and this process, don't let it too flat. It should be a little thick, while so that it will not, the dough will look well. So after I've rolled it, and you can see I check it if it's too light, so I'll just go ahead and cut it into some square. So this process is just to have a nice shape of the sausage. You know, we are doing a sausage roll, so you have to make it roll. So guys, after this process, after cutting into some square or rectangle, then I'll just go ahead and add my sausage mix, and I'm just going to put it in order, just like so. As you can just see, I don't have a particular need to cut this, so I'm just going to put the amount of sausage that I want. You can put more, you can put less, depends on you. So in my wrist egg, I'll just apply some little on the dough so that it will close very well, and then just roll it. It's very easy, very simple to do. So you just have to roll it. You just have to follow the recipe and have the right measurements. That is all. It's not hard. It's just like the mixture you have with that of a meat pie. So it's similar, just a little different. So I'm just going to roll it. So when I get to the end, I just apply the egg again so that it will close very well, because I don't want to have a open sausage while baking. So as you can see, as I have just keep rolling it to make sure it's well closed. So I'm just going to cut off the end part, the both end parts, like so, so that we have a very close end. Now I'm just going to cut the sausage into my desired shape. You can cut it bigger, you can cut it smaller. So this is the size I'm going for. Then I'll just repeat the same process with the rest of the dough that is remaining. The price, it's hard to find, goodbye. So I'm done rolling everything. I'll just go ahead and arrange it in my pan before putting it in the oven. So I'm just going to arrange everything in order, as in, you know. So guys, this is the last pieces here, and I'm just going to add it. So this is the sausage roll. So I'll go ahead and use my egg to rub to grease the up of the sausage, just to give it that goldy look, so, and not to make it too dry while baking. Then after doing that, I'll just go ahead and bake it in my oven, and I'm using 160 to 70 grand, depend on how hot your oven is. My oven is very hot, so I just use 160. So this is the sausage while in the oven. You can see it's so beautiful. Even the appearance alone is looking yummy. So I just keep baking it until it's very golden brown, not too brown, so you don't end up getting it burnt. So this is the final sausage. You can see it looks so yummy. So guys, that is all. That is all for this video. Hope you enjoy watching, and hope this video is helpful. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe.